My brother is a historian, and historians like to say that sometimes whole decades can happen in a matter of weeks. It seems like we might be living through a moment like that right now, with all the upheaval and uprisings that are both exciting and then also bewildering. And then, of course, we have this other layer of time underneath, which is the shelter in place that we've been abiding by over these past months, in which every day feels about the same and there aren't too many changes at all. And so I think right now we're living through all these different kinds of experiences of time all at once. And it reminds me too of the different words that we have for time in our tradition in the New Testament. You might know that there are two Greek words that are used most often to describe time in the New Testament by Jesus and by the evangelists. One is chronos time. Chronos time refers to that kind of time that's just regular, morning, afternoon, evening, one day after another. Should I go to the grocery store? Should I go for a walk? That's the kind of time we've been inhabiting, and it can be quite boring during this shelter in place. But then there's another word, and this word gets used 86 times in the New Testament. Jesus talked about it all the time, and this was the word kairos. And kairos was this other kind of time. It was a godly time. It was a time that descended from on high into the horizontal plane of our regular chronos type activities. And when a kairos moment happened, Jesus said, you had to be aware of it. You had to be ready for it. Back in the 80s, when there was a lot of movement against the apartheid regime in South Africa, there was this beautiful document that came out from liberation theologians, and they called it the Kairos document. We may well be living in a Kairos moment again right now as we seek to respond to racial injustice, to police brutality, as we seek to examine the ways in which we have been complicit in all that. And as I said at the beginning, it is both overwhelming and it is exciting. As people of God, as people called to follow Jesus, let us look out for those kairos moments. Let us recognize that there may well be several kinds of time that we're living through at once at this moment. God be with you.